Hello and welcome. This is Alpha Investor 123's first ever crypto case maker video, and today for the first one we're going to be making the case for JASMY coin in 2025. Now, this isn't a video to bring you to an introduction and introduce you to JASMY and what it is. I'm going off the assumption you mostly know what it is or are familiar with it, but I do have a brief summary of what it is for those who don't know. JASMY is a crypto project. It's an Internet of Things provider, or IoT, and they're based in Tokyo, Japan. They have a lot of affiliations with Sonium, who just recently launched their own blockchain called Sonium Chain. Or, yeah, I might have said Sonium earlier. This IoT company, they specialize in buying and selling all kinds of data, and they do a really good job of connecting providers and users of data. And of course, the biggest problem that they seek to counter or to solve is that only a few big tech companies based out of Silicon Valley control 90 to 95% of all the data flow on the internet. JASMY Corporation's sole purpose is to counter that by decentralizing the data on the internet, especially your own personal data. Many people now, to get into the coin, are calling for a technical analysis falling wedge on the coin, and they're indicating an imminent bullish breakout. But I do think there is way more than what they think is in the tank. Now, one example of this is the next post by CW. And he states here that JASMY is almost at the end of this falling wedge pattern. There is also a thick buy wall below. This buy wall provides support. There is no other sell wall, below 7 cents, except for the small sell wall at 2 cents. What's interesting is that we're already at 1 cent, which is kind of indicative of how we're at a bottom here. And if the falling wedge pattern breaks and the rally begins, a quick rise to 7 cents is expected. So what he's really expecting is a quick rise in price all the way up to about this range. That's what this guy's calling for. Now, that would be roughly a 7x on your money if you were to buy JASMY right now, assuming this all comes into fruition. Now, let's see. What else is there? Yeah, so we got some more basic information. If we go to the coin on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, CoinGecko is a little bit better because it has a better price history. We can see in 2021, early 2021, it reached an all-time high of $4.28 before dumping, nuking off, token unlocks, major dumps, and the coin has not recovered since. If we zoom out on the time horizon here all the way to current day, we can see this chart has been basically flat ever since. It looks like the common meme coin chart. And if we even go to TradingView, we could see, when we have the regular chart here, we can see it looks absolutely atrocious. Now, when we put it in logarithmic, things look a little bit different and a little bit more manageable, in my opinion. So, we can see here that I have a price expectation range. And what is this really based off of? Well, it's considering technical analysis, but it's also factoring in game theory with Bitcoin, how Ethereum will bounce off its incredible sell-off, and a lot of other factors. I do foresee a scenario where we do, in the short near term, get to like 7 cents. But I also think that bullish momentum, since this coin is within the top 100, it's like number 53 or 83, I can't exactly remember. This coin will get a lot of attention, and it will get a lot of use case attention. JASMY coin is a boring coin. And what do I mean? Well, when I previously explained that JASMY coin, is an Internet of Things that tends to solve problems, and they're basically a utility token, that tends to be boring. We recently just got done with a massive trench warfare scenario where just everybody was gambling all their money on meme coins, and it was stalling Bitcoin price, and Bitcoin couldn't handle the uncertain times during the Trump's tariff rally right now. And a lot is to blame. Lots of capital eviscerated from the market and given to whales, or just completely lost. Let's see. Yeah, we have the white paper here, and the white paper has a lot of useful information. It basically describes everything you would need to know about the coin. I encourage you to do your own research. You should run it through ChatGPT to translate first, because it's all in Japanese. They do have a proof of audit, and this can even be verified on CoinMarketCap. If we look and see audits, they have one audit by Slowmist. You can go there and click on that and find it. Now, if we go to the tokenomics, this is where things get interesting. The fully diluted value and the total market cap are within 8 million. We can see that the fully diluted value is 704 mil, and we're barely just under 700 mil in the market cap, which is good. that means there's a very small amount of money left to be injected from the max supply. But also that means there's very few unlocks left. Both of those events can actually dilute the value of the coin and bring it down. Since now that those are eliminated, we're sitting in a scenario where supply is almost maxed out, which means that, well, when demand inevitably flows into the market, a concept that we know as supply shock will hit. And factoring this potential outcome in, I can't help but bet on an imminent supply shock with Jasmy coin, which is why you can see that I have a rather more optimistic or aggressive look at the potential price upside of Jasmy. From current prices, I have it going from anywhere from up 7,200% all the way up to 19,600%. That's 196x or a 72x. And that's the range I'm really looking at to begin taking profits on this coin. Based off of that, really nothing much else. Like I say, do your own research. 99% of the supply is in circulation. There's only 90,000 holders as of recording. Solid. And we got 2 posts from Zach Humphreys, which, if you're wondering, this coin will never be relevant again, it's not relevant. Well, if you look back at the chart, like I say, if the company is still around and they survived this kind of price action, clearly they're fundamentally good and based. And when we see a rally in altcoins, and particularly utility coins, Jasmy will shine like the rest. And I think it's one that people are forgetting about to their own detriment. I've got a post here from Zach Humphreys where he recently, about a couple weeks ago, maybe just 1 week ago, a couple weeks ago almost, he listed all of his small cap plays, and it's basically his portfolio. He was heavy on Bitcoin, which is what I recommend. And I know this actually reminds me, a lot of people that are like Bitcoin maxis and think altcoins are trash and stupid and they're trying to be like Bitcoin. Okay, I agree with you, but you need to realize that there's so much money making opportunities in altcoins compared to the Bitcoin's potential upside. Bitcoin actually is something you want to put your money into hedge against inflation, but altcoins is where you want to actually make career money and to make incredible gains to then add even more money into your Bitcoin reserve of your own. It's a really good strategy. It's effective. You just have to have diamond hands and have good timing. But we can see here on his list that he actually listed Jasmy here near the bottom as one that he's holding, showing that, okay, he respects the relevance. Zach Humphreys is a very respected name, very rich, very successful in crypto, very good reputation. And we've got more posts from him here just to show that he has talked about it multiple times. He's asking, can it come to 50 cents in this bull cycle? My answer to that is yes. I think even more, even double that. And of course, this above post, he's just talking about how it's turning heads and how they're making major moves. Just trying to keep it relevant. Let's see what else is on the agenda. Yeah, so we went over the chart analysis and we basically went through what kind of gains you could get. And if even it were to return to all-time highs from this current price, if you bought, you could get up to a 301x on your money. And say you put in $500 into Jasmy right now at a penny and a half, and you sold at $4.28. If it reached the previous all-time high, you could secure gains of $150,500. Theoretically, of course. It's life-changing, but the nature of crypto is exactly that, and you need to do your own research. Your money can only go where you have conviction and systems and data to prove and validate that. So for the final verdict here, considering the tokenomics now versus 2021 when it reached $4.28 per Jasmy, we are in a similar situation in terms of potential to go up. With the imminent supply shock we are forecasting and no significant future token unlocks, we can confidently expect a major leg up or two in 2025 based on those two factors alone. When it comes to the business model, we could see Jasmy Corp form ties with companies like Cardano or Ripple and other large institutions in the future, boosting its narrative, traffic, and large investments. So my conviction for Jasmy is bullish in 2025 with a price expectation range, or basically a price target, of anywhere from $1 to $2.72. I think that's fair. Anything above that is wonderful, but we'll see how the market dynamics go. And of course, the range is subject to change as we get more information and we see how our cycle is and where we are in the cycle compared to the current price of the coin and altcoins. Of course, it'll stay updated in my Discord group. And of course, it's a paid Discord group, shameless plug, but it's only $5 to $10 a month to be a part of. And you know, I would recommend joining. It's very cheap. You know, I'm not going to charge a lot for a Discord server for a community, but I want it to stay of quality and not just be free for anyone to go in there and pollute it with garbage technical analysis or shilling XRP to $100 and goofy stuff like that. If you found this video informative or enjoyable, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It's all free, but I'm not making you. Talk to you in the next one.